see one of those.
Oh well, I don't need it yet. Alright. I don't have much hope for this thing. But gotta start somewhere, right?
Yes.
Let's see, how does how does one drive again? Let's see. Whoa, what is that? Let's tone that down a bit. Oh, that would... That's right. I should put... I'm using plain engines and I didn't put on the air things. I do that every time and then I look like a total idiot. I was like, yep. Gotta use those.
Oh yeah, I need some RCS.
Psh, forget space. I'm gonna explore the ocean.
This one's relatively cheap so far.
Let's tone that sucker down.
Totally forgot to add fuel lines.
Full power. I used to be really good at this, but we'll take it easy for the first launch of the day.
Sounds pretty smart. Oh, I need some emergency parachutes. I'm forgetting everything right now.
I appear to be drifting off to the left. That's not the best of starts. What's even worse is that I was actually drifting to the right. And I thought I was drifting to the left. So, what's even scarier... What?
You just confused me.
So I said I was drifting off to the left, but I was actually drifting to the right.
Oh.
I was just wrong. So my, what do you call it?
Parachutes.
Oh no. Turn. I just need to stay kind of centered, that's all.
Oh, and you add action groups too. And why not? Add some lights.
So my boat launches are the most boring thing ever.
Really?
So, you know, since I've been talking to you, like, kind of about the launch, I've yet to make it off the runway. Almost there. Come on. I think I can.
Wait, what do you mean you haven't made it off the runway?
I'm still on the runway.
Like you're inching forward?
Yeah.
Oh.
Currently rocking 14 miles an hour. And dropping. If you don't go off the runway to slow speed, disaster.
You explode?
Yes. And I used to be really good at going really fast and then braking right at the end, but it's been a while. And that was in a very sturdy, well-made ship. This is just kind of throwing stuff together to try and remember how more or less a practice of the process, because It's been a while since I put a ship in the water. And it looks like I'm about to run into a light right at the end of the runway, which would be a very depressing start. Nope, looks like I might make it. That being said, we need to brake. Brake. Because another reason, actually, the part that scares me less than going off the runway is right after the runway there's a hill. And you pick up speed pretty quickly. And then it flattens out. And, oh, it's gotten steeper. That's scary. So apparently that hill's gotten steeper since I last had to contend with it. This is an ugly boat.
Alright, moment of truth.
Slow down. Oh, the other thing is when you enter the water, you have to be going at like under 5 miles an hour. Otherwise, you more or less just kind of implode. At least that's the way it was last time.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Full speed ahead.
It's also kind of hard to tell how close you are to the water because of just like the plain color of the sand. Brake. Hit the brakes.
Oh my gosh.
Did you make it?
So I was running down the runway, and one of my engines, my ship starts to rock, starts to sway.
Shake and bake.
I was like, okay, it's done this before, not bad. But then my engine decides to just completely fall, like the whole fuselage engine breaks off, and my wheel is on there. So then it just tips to one side, the other one breaks off, and then just explosion, fiery mess.
That's nice.
Yep.
I'm in the water. Going a rocking 5 miles an hour. 6 miles! Woo woo!
Moving up now.
That's right. Throw my lights on just for fun. You can see I went and put lights underneath it so that way I can explore or look at the ocean floor. What gets really scary is when you stop seeing it. Yes, oh, by the way, John, I'm streaming this. Not that anyone's watching, but
oh, sounds good.
On. I like looking at the ocean floor. Dude, it just drops off dramatically. It just goes so deep, so fast. So I can't remember. I want to say things go terribly when I start fast forwarding time.
It depends on what rate you do.
Because like right now, I'm looking at my fuel consumption, and I'm going to be going at this for a while. Like I want to see how far this guy will go. She be a bit of an ugly craft, but she be going true. So there's nothing on the ocean floor, but for some reason I just really like looking at it. I wonder if you take a Kerbal down to the bottom of the ocean floor and he gets out, because Kerbals float. If he gets out of the water while really far underneath the ocean, does he float? Or does he stay there? Or does he just like dramatically rocket shoot up to the surface?
Wait.
Kerbals float.
Yeah, they do.
If I get a Kerbal and I have him get out of a cockpit while dramatically deep into the ocean, does he just dramatically like shoot up to the surface, or does he stay there underneath the water?
Oh. He might linger around, but
Oh my gosh, I should build an underwater city. Gotta build Atlantis. Where's all your Kerbals? I hate them. They have spacesuits on, they're fine.
That would be kind of pretty cool, though.
It would be hard to do because it's kind of hard to, if I remember correctly, impossible to steer when you're underwater, let alone when you're on water. If you add fins and stuff, you can kind of do it. But when you go underwater, anything that's not dramatically strapped down breaks off. Because it has a hard enough time dealing with the surface. When you start shoving things into the water, the mechanics get really pissed off at you. I'm going to throw myself into time warp times 1. Times 2, 3. Let's turn the lights off for now. Let's throw it into times 4 and see this thing explodes. So I'm throwing this thing into times 4 and I'm still not running out of fuel. How far away am I? The fun thing is I'm probably, still really close to the shore. So I've been looking down at the water and it looks like I'm going places, but then you look at the shore and you're like, well, we're still pretty close.
Yeah, I so when I'm flying my space plane, like I'm like, all right, I'm picking up some speed. Let's get out of here. And I pan the camera behind me. It's not that far away from the space station. I'm like, oh man. I'm seeing the air go by. I'm like, oh yeah, picking up speed for sure. See ya.
It's still working. I guess relative to the size, this thing's going kind of far. And it's actually saying like even. I guess it's because it's so small. Because this usually my first few ships when I built them, they would just nosedive because they had so much.
Yeah, I'm messing around with that right now because the way I have my wheels placement, the ship is like pointing downwards a little bit, so like it's like causing me like negative force. I don't know how to describe it.
That's right. Am I able to leave this flight while it's still going?
Yes. If you are, yes, you can.
Warning: you are moving in the surface. Game cannot be saved. That's fine. I'll put it into normal speed though.
Yes, you have to go normal speed, and then you just go back to Space Center or whatever it's called.
Because it's gonna say, warning: you are moving over the surface. Game cannot be saved at this point. Leaving now will set you back to the last save.
Oh, I think it only applies when you're in orbit.
Yeah, because I'm on the surface. Because I kind of want to just let this thing burn out its fuel to see how far it'll go. Meh. I'll just leave it here for now. If I cut off the engines, it'll be okay. Or not. I have to wait for it to hit 0. use the brakes.